myself, Dr. N.G. Popator, Associate Professor, Department of Fishery Science, DSM College Jintur, affiliated to Swami Ramananda Tirth Marathwada University, Nanded. One of the important optional subject and applied subject, that is the fishery science, BSc third year fishery science we have study. Among this third year, paper 12 and paper 13 which is to be have studied from this semester 5th. The paper 13, that is the aquaculture techniques and fish nutrition. Among this paper 4 unit these are to be occur. Among these 4 unit, first unit culture of Indian major carps, culture of sea bass, culture of air breathing fish, culture of crabs. Then unit aquaculture techniques, among which that is the culture of Indian major carps. This is important article which is to be have study here, which is the first and most useful, that is Indian major carps. Why this Indian major carp? These are to be cultured, these are to be grow inside the pond, inside the tank for the different purposes, because day by day due to the human population scarcity of food these are to be occur, and due to the scarcity of food which is to be occur, the availability of food these are to be minimized, and to fulfill this food demand, human being these are to be depend upon the animal food material. Then among these animal food material, the aquatic animals or the fish food is the cheapest and the best source, which is the most nutritive, and the food which is to be easily available in market, and which cost is to be very low or the cheap cost. That is why this aquaculture technique these are to be flourish day by day. Their modern techniques tool these are to be used to culture these aquatic animals or the aquatic fishes, among which the first Indian major carps. Why this Indian major carp these are to be cultured, why these are to be growing? Because among this Indian major carp are due to the different conditions, because these Indian major carp these are to be fulfilled various conditions for the culture purpose, for the culture condition. Among these Indian major carp these are also cultured with polyculture, these are also cultured with mixed culture, these are also cultured in cage culture, these are also cultured in the composite fish culture with mixing to other exotic carps, with mixing to the catfishes or other different miscellaneous fishes. This Indian major carp these are to be most suited, most tolerate, and these are the resistance is to be more important, and these are the disease free, because those fishes these are to be cultured, these are to be growing in culture condition, generally these are to be affected by the different pathogenic condition, different diseases, but these Indian major carp these are to be free from the pathogens, free from the diseases, hence these are to be suited for the culture condition, and these are to be easily acclimatize, easily adapt to the changing environmental condition. These are hardy, these are to be hardy to transport from one place to another place. These fishes these are to be again most suited for the food, because these fishes these are to do not compete to each other for the consumption of food material. Some fishes these are to be live in surface water, some are to be live in the column water, some are to be live in the bottom water. Hence these fishes these are to be abundantly cultured, abundantly grow in the culture techniques, in the culture method, and that is why this Indian major carps these are to be fulfill these conditions. Within short time they can grow fast, they can attain marketable size, and due to this marketable size in market it have a good market value, it have a good market condition, and it is to be easily sell in market. Hence these major carp these are to be suited, these major carp these are to be used for the culture of aquatic culture, and these are to be easily culture in pond culture, these are to be easily culture in cage culture, it is also easily cultured in the rivers, cultured in the tributaries, cultured in the tanks, where the water these are to be available. Among this water these are to be easily cultured and grow. That's why this Indian major carp these are to be select, these are to be choose to minimize the scarcity of food materials. Then among these Indian major carp, the first is the Katla. First is the Katla. It is the most important famous food fish which is most nutritive, and this Katla is the fastest growing Indian major carp among the carps or among the Indian major carps, that is the Katla. It is commonly called as Katla in Hindi. This Katla is the most important, most commercial and abundantly utilized as a food in Indian region, in Indian peninsula. That is why it is to be famous for food. Most nutritive, this Katla these are also cultured in polyculture, it is also cultured in mixed culture, it is also cultured in the composite fish culture with any fish species. That is why this Katla is the most suited and fastest growing Indian major carps. Then which are the characteristics of this Katla? That is the general characters of the Katla. The first, it is freshwater fish found in rivers, reservoirs, tributaries, ponds, lakes. It is also cultured in all these water bodies. Then it is most nutritive, it is palatable, then it is economically important food fish, nutritive food fish. Then this Katla is the fastest growing major carp. The first important general character of the fish is to be mouth is to be upturned or obtuse mouth, these are to be occur, that is upper jaw is to be upward condition and it is to be wide upper jaw with lips. Second, the body profile or the dorsal profile of the body is to be more concave as compared to the ventral profile. Then this fish these are to be comprises eyes, these are to be large and on the side portions, and remaining character, that is the caudal fin, these are to be deeply forked. Caudal fin these are to be deeply forked, gill opening these are to be very wide gill opening, and on whole body, that is the presence of the cycloid scale, these are to present just behind to the head up to the tail portion. These scales these are to present, these are to be found. Then color of the body is to be silvery grayish color, these are to be occur, these are to be appear on the body. Then what is the food and feeding of this Katla? Food and feeding of this Katla is the food and feeding of this Katla. The most important food of this Katla is the zooplankton and phytoplankton. Preferably it is the phytoplankton feeder, feeds on surface food material which is to be found in water, which is to be available. Those are the phytoplankton, those are the zooplankton, these are to be available in water. These food these are to be used as a food. Preferably it is the surface feeder, feeds on the phytoplankton as well as the zooplankton, but it is the phytoplankton feeder. Those phytoplankton these are to be available in the water. That food these are to be consumed as a food, these are to be used as a food, that is food and feeding of this Katla. Then reproduction. Reproduction, sexes are separate. There is no sexual dimorphism, these are to be appear. There is no hermaphroditism, these are to be seen. Means sexes these are to be separate, but when fish these are to be mature, at that time you can see the fish is to be male fish or fish is to be female fish. That is sexes are separate, there is no hermaphroditism and sexual dimorphism is to be not seen. These fish these are to be spawn in monsoon season, generally in last day of first year or the in second year season. In monsoon season these are to be spawn in June to August month. Spawning these are to be occur, spawning these are to be takes place early in the morning, before noon these are to be spawn, these are to be breed in the water, that is in a demersal water, deep water, these spawn the eggs. And the spawning fecundity of this Katla it is to be near about 78,000 egg per kg body weight, these are to be spawn, these are to be breed. That is, as age these are to be increased and weight these are to be increased, the fecundity is also increases. The egg these are to be liberated by the fish, these egg these are to be non-adhesive and these are to be demersal to the bottom, these are to be demersal to the benthic region of the water. These are the reproduction conditions of the Katla Katla. Then these Katla, it is the important another first major carp. Second important food fish is the, that is Labiorohita. Labiorohita, it is the again second important major carps next to the Katla, most important commercial and growing fish, that is the Labiorohita. In our Indian region, this Labiorohita, these are to be used again abundant scale on large scale, that is the Labiorohita. Then this labio, it is also rohita, it is commonly called as rohu in Hindi, or it is also called as rohita. This labio again, it is most important freshwater culturable major carps. It is nutritive food fish, abundantly used as a food for the common people, Indian people, and it is also cultured in pond, it is also cultured in tank, or it is also cultured in rivers and reservoirs naturally, as well it is to be culturable hardy fish. Then what is the general characters of this Labiorohita? General characters of Labiorohita, that is mouth, these are to be pointed, head is to be as compared to the other fishes, it is to be pointed, and again upper jaw is to be blunt and lower jaw is to be short, which is to be occur. Then these fish, these are to be see the characteristics which is to be seen as that this fish, these are to be shown, that is the obtuse condition, and mouth is to be inferior mouth, these are to be occur. Then jaws, these are to be well developed. Then upper jaw and lower jaw, there is barbels are to be absent. Then on body cycloid scales are present. Then caudal fin is to be deeply forked, dorsal fin is to be on mid dorsal side of the body, and on color of the body of this fish is to be again blackish grayish or the pinkish tinge color, these are to be occur, these are to be appear for this fish, that is the Labiorohita. Then again food and feeding of this Labiorohita, like that of the Katla is the surface feeder, here Labiorohita is the column feeder. It feeds on the column water of the body, or it is to be feed on the column region of the pond water or the tank water or the culture water, means in middle region of the water this fish zooplankton feeder. Those zooplankton, these are to be available, these are to be found in column water, that plankton, that is Daphnia, Cyclops, Mysis, Ranata, or the varieties of the zooplankton, these are to be appear, these are to be used as a food. Sometime it is also used as a phytoplankton food, occasionally these are to be also take the phytoplankton food, but principally it is the zooplankton feeder and it is the column feeder, column food material, these are to be used as a food material. Then reproduction, again sexes are separate, there is no sexual dimorphism, but sexes are separate after the first year of the completion. Sexes we have observed, that is male fish and female fish. Then sexual dimorphism, that is fecundity, again the fish, these are to be spawn in the last day of the first year, or it is the early days of the second year. The spawning, these are to be takes place, spawning these are to be occurs in rainy season from June to August months, and spawning these are to be takes place in the nearer to the tank, nearer to the pond water, these are to be spawn, these are to be breed, and fecundity of the fish, these are to be reported, it is to be near about spawn, these are to be breed, that is the fecundity, these are to be spawn. The eggs, these are to be adhesive, those eggs, these are to be well fertilized, larger, these are to be float on the water surface, and those eggs, these are to be inactive, these eggs, these are to be to the sink to the bottom, sink to the lower side or the lower side. With this, these general characters of the Katla and Labio, which is to be you have see here just in first 2 points, that is Katla and Labiorohita. Then we have see the Sirana mrigal in next period.